What's going on, everybody? This is Mason. You are tuning into the YouTube channel Wasatch Pop, guys. Hope you're having a fantastic day, fantastic week. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. All right, guys, today we're going to be talking about something that, I don't know, it might trigger a couple of people. I'm not sure. It's kind of an in-betweener subject that's a little bit sensitive, but we're going to be talking about how you can make money off of Funko Pops.
I'm out.
And now, let's be clear, guys. Let's be frank. No, you cannot become a millionaire or make really a lifestyle unless you have like a Funko shop dedicated to selling like pops and stuff. You cannot really make a living off of selling Funko Pops unless you are that. So you can't become a millionaire or anything. But I kind of want to share with you guys, if you're a big time collector and you wanting to get bigger pieces into your collection, here's just some tips and tricks for helping you kind of work your way up towards something. If you want to sell some of your collection that you have, working towards something that's a little bit bigger. And so I don't know, guys, this might be a little interesting for some of you, but here's some just tips and tricks that I've noticed to help build my collection of things that I have sold. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. But without any further ado, let's get started. Before we do get started, guys, I want to clarify that selling does happen in pretty much anything that you collect. Like, there's a guy that I follow that has a channel that's dedicated to collecting video games. And so what he does is he goes to like thrift stores and stuff that do sell video games, and he sells them online to trade up towards bigger things for his video game collection. And his name is Retro Rick. Awesome YouTube channel. And so, you know what? I figured you can kind of do the same thing with pops, you know, finding certain pops out in the wild, being able to resell them. Depends on the pop and everything. But like I said, I wanted to clarify that before we actually get into the tips. All right, guys, so tip number one that I want to share with you guys is mystery boxes. I don't have a ton of experiences with mystery boxes myself, but it is one way to, you know, kind of take a gamble and get more money out of what you're buying. So there's a lot of mystery box people out there, you know, like Toy USA, and that's just one to name a few or whatever. But sometimes, you know, they'll do like the $200 mystery boxes or whatever. Sometimes they'll be guaranteed value, you get your value back, or you sometimes only get $150 back, just depends. So that's kind of a risky way of doing it. You know, if obviously the higher the risk of a mystery box, the higher of a chance that you'll have reward in everything, that you're going to actually make more money off of stuff. You know, your lower chances if you're buying maybe like one of those like $30, $40, or $50 mystery boxes, hoping to get maybe like a $200 item in, the odds are going to be a little bit less. So if you're willing to spend a little bit more, there's a good chance that you can get your money back and, you know, sell the pop that you get from a mystery box. I actually don't see anything wrong with that. Like I said, it's a little bit risky, not as guaranteed of money, but that is definitely one way that you can get your money, is selling those mystery box pops for, you know, more than you spent for it. All right, so this one, it's not necessarily one that like you can make money off of, but in a way, it is a good way that you can maybe like get your pops for free almost in a way. So I'm talking about deals at stores. So a good example of this would be like at Hot Topic or at Box Lunch when they do lunch money and hot cash or whatever. So some of those deals, basically it's like $15 off of 30. So a good way that you can maybe do it as well is if there's some pops that you do buy and you're trying to maybe help someone out or whatever. So say that you bought like 3 pops or whatever with that 15 for 30 discount at Hot Topic. If you buy those 3 pops and you sell one of them, you're basically getting one of your pops for free. But you just got to take advantage of those deals, you know. I mean, obviously sometimes it's a little scummy if people can't get, you know, their exclusives or whatever, and people are reselling those. If you take advantage of that deal and you sell them down the road or whatever, maybe those go up in price, that is definitely an advantage, and you're building your stock of Funko Pops, and down the road you can sell those other ones or, you know, give them out to other people, and you pretty much got the other ones in your collection for free using those discounts at Hot Topic, Box Lunch, even GameStop if they have some deals. So always be on the lookout and maybe do the math a little bit on those stores when they do deals, and hopefully you can get some stuff for free and maybe make a little bit money that you can put back into the collection. Okay, so tip number 3, another thing that I want to share with you guys is Facebook Marketplace or something similar to it. So there's a lot of apps out there that are similar to Facebook Marketplace. You know, people are just trying to get rid of stuff. It almost in a way is kind of like a virtual garage sale in a sense. You know, you pretty much are cleaning out your house, you're taking pictures of things that you are wanting to get rid of, and And one of those things could be Funko Pops. I want to actually share something really cool with you guys real quick. So the other day I was browsing Facebook Marketplace and I saw somebody was letting go of Pops for $5 each. And here are the ones that I actually ended up getting for $5 each. So we have Peeta Mellark. I'm just gonna say Peter, it just sounds better. Peeta Mellark from the Hunger Games, and I also got Katniss with her wedding dress. And now these are about 4 or 5 year old Pops, but I got these for $5 each, so $10 total. And these are selling online for about $30 each. So if you guys do the math right there, if I were to sell these, I would get $50 in return. Now that doesn't include, you know, eBay fees or whatever, but that's still a pretty good return on your investment. So I wanted to bring this example up because, you know, you can always find, I mean, not always, but sometimes find some really good deals on Facebook Marketplace. Maybe people don't know the value of some of the things that they're letting go of. And so you're willing to spend cheap money to get a more expensive Pop in return. I think it's worth it if you're trying to build up your collection. Now that's a great example. Whether or not, you know, those Pops do sell for that, that is a risk that you are willing to take, but always be on the lookout on Facebook Marketplace when people are selling, you know, toys or whatever. Do alerts on Facebook Marketplace for, you know, local things, for the search tag of Funko and stuff. So it'll alert you whenever anything is sold on Facebook Marketplace. But that's just another way. You always just got to keep your eye out and maybe take advantage of things that are being sold. And you could use that to your advantage to help build up your collection. All right, guys, so on to the next tip. We have thrift stores and flea markets. This is an awesome way, and maybe not as sure of a way as the other things that I shared with you earlier, but this is a good way to get Pops for cheap that have potential value that you can put back into your collection or you can sell for money. So a good example of this, I have a thrift store here in Utah. It's called Deseret Industries. Occasionally people will donate in their stuff, and occasionally I found some actually really good Pops there. I found like a vaulted bell from Disney, which is from Beauty and the Beast. It's worth around like $90 or whatever. It was out of box, but they were only selling it for $5 and I ended up selling it for around like 35, 40 bucks. So still, that's a pretty good return. That's a great way that you can be on the lookout for Pops. Goodwill is another place that you can check, or like Salvation Army or whatever. That is definitely a good way to find older Pops because, you know, sometimes people will hold on to Pops for a long time and they'll forget about them if they're like a casual collector, donate it to somewhere, forget that they even had it, and then they'll sell it to this thrift store, and you could take advantage of possibly finding those older Pops that you can put back into your collection for money or make money off of. So always keep an eye out if you don't go to thrift stores. Maybe occasionally do. If they do have Funko Pops, that's awesome. If not, you know, always keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. And even at flea markets as well. I haven't personally been to a ton of flea markets around here in Utah. It's not really a thing for some odd reason, but the one that I have been to, I have seen Pops for fairly cheap. It's just, you know, kind of rare that you find older stuff that's worth money, but it does have potential that you can find those older things that you can resell. And then the last tip that I want to share with you guys of how you can make money off of Funko Pops is to do your research. And what I mean by that is, guys, do your research to see, you know, what Pops out there are trending in price and what you maybe want to be on the lookout for when you're hunting down Pops at stores. And now something that I kind of like to do recently, I mean, it takes a little bit of your time, but if you have some free time, get onto the Funko app, go over and search it down to like some years or whatever. So what I did was I just narrowed it down to 2016, just looking at Funko Pops. And most of those Pops from 2016 are going to be vaulted. And so I scroll through and I want to see, you know, stuff that is actually trending in value that you might be able to still find in stores. And now these, for the most part, are going to be like common Pops or whatever. And so if you notice something on that list when you're scrolling through the Funko app, when you did that filter or whatever, you notice something that you saw at a local comic book shop or even a local store like Walmart or Target, possibly, that you saw that is worth value, you know what's going to be worth value. So you got to go back to that store and buy that Pop that's worth some money. So like I said, always do your research, be on the lookout, you know, scroll through eBay occasionally, see what some Pops are selling for. Maybe if you're a big time collector and you have a lot of Pops, look through your collection, look on the Funko app, see what's trending, and maybe you can work your way up towards getting something better or even make money off of it. Like I said, guys, If, you know, you're big into collecting and you want bigger pieces and you want to, you know, maybe work your way up, you got to do a little bit of a hustle, a little bit of a grind to know what is going up in value so you can make a little money if you want to, or get those bigger pieces in your collection. All right, guys, and at the end of the day, I mean, collecting is fun. I still enjoy it for the collecting aspect, but, you know, to even, I don't know, I like to kind of add a little bit of a layer to it, kind of that whole, you know, like having valuable pops in your collection layer and a little bit of a resale style to it or whatever. I think it just adds an extra layer of fun, and there's a lot of people that collect that way, and there's some that don't. So if that's not your cup of tea, I mean, you probably didn't want to hear most of what's going on in this video, but hopefully, you know, you learned something that'll help you build your collection in a different way that you maybe didn't think. But overall, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below, you know, if there's something that you do. Do you resell pops to put more pops into your collection, or what do you guys think about that? What's your overall thoughts about that? Let me know in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos like this one. And guys, thanks for watching again. You guys are the best. Remember to be kind to one another and always promote positivity. And I'll see you in the next video. Catch you guys later.